Ryan, why don't you mix it up a bit and let me do it?
All right,
you want
you want to do it? Oh, you want to do it? Okay, I'll let you do it.
I'm the youngest here.
All
I
right,
get to do
hold
it.
on. All right, I'm recording. Go ahead, Gaston. You go ahead. You do it.
Hey, welcome to the Delinquents podcast. It's your boy Gaston Bro coming to you, recorded and heavily edited. And I'm here with the gang, and we got Ryan. How's it going, buddy?
What's up?
Oh yeah, nothing much, just chilling. And how about you, David? How you doing?
Intense bureaucrats.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see how Juice Williams, aka Alex, is doing. How you doing? All right. So we've reverted back to cavemen. All right. Well, let me see. Eli, what you got cooking for me, bro?
Big cigars.
Big cigars, eh? All right, cigar. And then last but not least, how's it going, Shane? Tell me all your problems.
I just want to be turkey basted right now.
And with that, I'll pass it over to the boy.
I have a quick question. Have y'all ever like popped a pimple underneath your nose, and when you squeezed it, like your nose started to like you had to sneeze? Y'all ever had that happen?
I squeezed it so hard I broke my nose.
Y'all ever had that happen where you like have to start sneezing?
Yeah.
Just cry.
You just cry a little bit.
Dude, that's soft skin, bro. Anytime you get like a pimple or blackhead around like the inside rim of your nose or like above your lip, that's soft tissue, brother.
That is soft tissue.
We got those.
Speaking of being soft, what have we all been up to? You know what I'm saying? Like
being soft.
Being
I
soft.
started school, so that's kind of gay.
Thank you guys for helping me out with that one. You guys are great.
I'm about half torqued.
You said you're what?
Started school, so. Oh, this guy.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just hop right into this. I don't know about you guys. I know my good old boy Shane here has been converting to the dark side here. But TikTok, who's been watching them e-boys.
Who's been ticking the tops?
Yeah. I mean, I know I've been on it pretty religiously. Like it starts out the same. Everyone's like, "Bro, this is a joke. It's stupid." Then you watch it a little bit and you're like, "You know what? I could sort of watch this." And then next thing you know, 2 hours has gone by. You know?
You can miss me with that.
So
you say that now.
No. You say that now.
You're getting baited by 12-year-olds, Ryan, but okay.
I know. See, that is a pretty big problem on the app. Is that like there's so many kids, like the girl that's really famous on there for the TikTok dance, I guess is what people call it. Charlie D'Amico, is that what it is? Something like that.
Never heard of
If a
her.
female's named Charlie, that ain't a female.
I just told you that I don't even watch TikTok.
All right. Well,
do I
he's trying
look
to
like
he's
I
trying
use
to convert you
TikTok?
to his religion.
Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
God damn it, Bobby. Nah, but dude, she's like literally.
Is it really that popular?
It is pretty like celebrities are starting to get on there. Like Will Smith has one that's like pretty poppin'. His is actually pretty cool. Like he does pretty cool edits.
Wait, really? I'm about to go to that
yes,
right now.
Will Smith, Jessica Alba, my baby girl, Margot Robbie's on there. There's a lot of people, and apparently now a Bella Danger. So.
Oh
my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm waiting for Riley Reid to go ahead and make an account for me. But
sponsor us. Sponsor the podcast.
I mean, yes. Riley Reid or TikTok?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Eli says yes. No, but like the app's cool. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like once you get past all the bullshit, like girls that do the same thing, and then act like they aren't doing something inappropriate when they're 12 years old. I mean, it's still kind of a cool app, but it's my question was gonna be, I guess only Shane could answer this because you're the only one that really watches it. Is TikTok the new Vine?
Good talk.
I would go with sort of yes.
Because
yes.
It kind of is. Like the app used to be so bad, like really bad, but then it's gotten better, and it's a little bit more creative, I guess, in certain ways, and you're not limited to like 6 seconds. But
I mean, I liked Vine a lot more, still do, but at the same time,
yeah,
TikTok's pretty.
it's
Like
pretty
I like
lit.
the organization of it.
Yeah.
I do fuck with that.
You know, Twitter was apparently going to bring out a Vine too.
Yeah, they did buy it.
It's kinda
I think, at
gross.
some
They
point, but
they
then
literally
not.
bought Vine because more people were using Vine apparently. So
Well,
was basically
yeah,
just a
and
whole
they did
jealousy
have that thing. You could link your Vine to your Twitter, and it would show how many loops you had. Because I remember I had mine linked to it, and I had like a shit ton because of one thing that I repost on my Vine, and I just posted up there for the clout.
Yeah, but I mean, TikTok is pretty cool. If you haven't, we're not sponsored by TikTok unless TikTok wants to sponsor us.
I wish we were. I need money.
Every
I'm gonna laugh if
podcaster is just
one
gonna be like, "Yo, sponsor."
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
sponsors?
laugh if one of these days they do it. Like, I'm
You want us
actually
to ruin the stock of your company just a little
Hey,
bit?
Pornhub, you wanna
Hey,
sponsor
does
us?
anyone
Really
want to,
ruining.
does anyone want to keep like crushing that plastic? You know what I'm saying?
Please.
That is
Louder,
Dr.
Daddy.
Beefcake. I've been looking at the whole time. I wanted to call him out whenever you took a break. Stop it! Stop it right now!
What?
You're ruining the recording.
I didn't
Stop
even
it!
do nothing.
Stop it!
You're existing.
That's
Stop
what?
it. Stop existing. Just
I ain't even do nothing.
We're hearing some crinkling. That's something.
Crinkling.
I ain't crinkling nothing.
See, this is what happens when you listen to Billy.
See,
Billy
it's
Eilish.
because you're all bureaucrats. That's why.
Okay. All right.
we all have a
Nothing,
seat
bud.
in the government.
You bunch of damn Republicans, I'll tell you.
He goes,
Sounds
you
awful.
you Republicans, harumph, harumph.
You philanthropist. I'm a full-on rapist.
Not Castle.
Oh.
David.
Whoa.
Interesting.
You've never heard that joke
Okay,
before.
I'ma go
okay,
call-
you guys are just a bunch of plebeians then. All right, I'm not even gonna bother.
Hold on, I'm gonna go add
explaining
Chris
it.
Hansen. Hold up.
Chris.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was we really smoked that one up. Speaking of being smoked up, weed.
nice.
Nice.
Good segue.
Let's talk about weed.
That was better than. Can I get a? Wait. Okay. Let's.
God, that was so
was
cringy the last time. That was actually very good.
like I tried my best. But no, for real though. See, I am not a weed expert. I did go through my freshman year of college, but I made it through without touching the devil's bush. So
It's called the devil's lettuce.
Question mark?
The devil's bush.
but
Everything is bush.
apparently our good buddies here know a one or two things about it. So like I don't. If you were to explain, like if
Give
you were
us the ways of
let
the
me put it this way: if you were trying to convince us to try weed, like smoking weed, what would you like say to like reassure us? Like let's do like
Let me get this in.
let's do an interview. Like if I were to like interview you, I'll ask you questions based off
Pick
your answer.
which one of us you're gonna interview first, so we don't talk over each other.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I guess you both could go at the same time. Just you
Oh,
know.
you fucking
There has
jackass.
to be a format, like either
Oh
me
my-
first, then him, or him first, then me.
All right.
Yeah,
who-
we're just gonna end up talking over each other,
who-
and it's gonna be
who-
fucking
who's-
booty
It's
juice.
gonna be too much knowledge for us to handle.
who smokes the most Kush here?
Ooh.
Post Kush?
Yeah.
That's probably a tie between me and you, Alex.
Dude,
Yeah,
like
honest.
if I'm left to my own devices, I'll smoke like 3-4 blunts by myself, like doing my thing throughout the day.
Can you
I've
outsmoke
kept
him?
catalog, and it depends on like.
What
the
the
day
hard
at the time.
questions? Okay.
All
But
right.
I'm usually like.
What's a hard R?
It takes me all day to get to a certain state.
Okay, so then maybe. Okay. So who out of you two would smoke the most? I don't know what just happened there, but the audio fucked up. So we're
It
back.
depends on the day, bro. Sometimes it's Alex, sometimes it's.
All right, let's just go with Alex. Then. Let's see. If you were trying to convince me, what would you say to me?
I'd be like, what's bothering you, bro? Like, yeah, that's bothering you? Well, hey, man, hit this, and you're not gonna give a fuck.
What? Okay. What are like? I don't know anything about smoking weed. So like, what's the benefits? I mean,
I mean, I don't know. You have to look into like the cannabinoids.
yeah.
Canada.
the receptor site in our body that responds with marijuana. You'd have to like look into that.
Okay.
Yeah, and to add on that,
But,
like it's pretty much like there's two different types of like ways that weed's been like I guess cultivated. So like you got your
Mhm.
THC, which is designed for your psychedelics, your euphoric feeling, and all that good
Mhm.
jazz and stress relief. And then I mean, not necessarily stress relief, but then on the other side is the CBD, which is the more medical side, which is the stress relief, the more mellow mood, like keeping you chill, and that's what doctors and researchers use for like medicines and stuff like that.
I mean,
Bless
I gotta throw in a fat
I'm scared
annotation
for
to
whoever
that.
just sneezed like that.
That was me. Sorry. Keep going.
So I mean, you're gonna get like any weed that you get nowadays is gonna have THC and CBD, so you're gonna get more of like a high strung, like almost like hyper focusing. I mean, and then again, that also depends on what you're smoking. If you're gonna do a sativa or indica hybrid of that, and which one is more prevalent in there. But what were
That's
you
what.
gonna
Pineapple
say, Alex?
Express.
The fact that like I don't know, they're still using like psychoactive medical marijuana. You're not just gonna get straight CBD marijuana like all the
Well, I was just
time.
doing it on more of a broad spectrum, like not really getting
Yeah,
into
and like CBD is like
specific.
never. People have claimed it gives them like buzzes, but like you'd be
That's
hard
like the
pressed to
same guy you
fucking
go to
prove
that's
me
like, I
right
smoked this
or
and
prove
it's
me right
oregano,
different.
and then he's like, oh, I'm getting so high, bro.
Dude, this
Yeah,
stuff's dank.
I'm so fucking high, bro. It's like, dude, that's fucking oregano, bro.
Thanks for talking over me, gas.
You're welcome.
Jesus.
Oh.
Oh, you guys want to
Ooh,
fight it out?
tell him.
You guys should probably
Ooh,
1v1.
tell him.
Anytime.
Still in the
Fight,
middle of a
fight,
sentence.
fight.
No
Uh,
matter.
Jesus.
So- well, I guess we could do like if you and Alex have any good what do you have any good weed stories of like I don't know, just anything?
See any local crackies running around?
Hey, gas.
Oh, is it me?
Go ahead.
I didn't.
Go
I thought you were listening.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Come
No,
on.
he's waiting. He's
What do you
waiting.
got?
He's a little petty. Come
What
on.
do you
all right,
got?
all right. I'm waiting. No, it's all right. It's all good. All right.
Girls, if you don't make up,
Well,
Can someone
there's too
please
many,
talk?
man. Like the best ones you can't remember, but just they're. You find things funnier. You find things, that you're looking at something that you wouldn't really look at like for hours. Like I stared at the wall for like a good 2 hours one time, just admiring all the different artwork on there and stuff like that. I didn't have a care in the world.
you're probably tripping
Are
sad.
you guys ready for something?
All right,
Oh, God.
all right. Oh my god.
All right.
He's gonna be like, I stabbed someone.
Why you know what you would do that like unless your stuff was like laced with TCP or something, and that would be like on your drug dealer's like moral compass, not yours. You're just a victim.
Gotcha. Okay. Let her
But
rip.
either way, there was this party in high school, and every time we would show up to parties, man, we'd roll like 10 deep, and they always knew us as like rolling in as the stoners. And it was funny, man. We'd always like this one party, like we found a room in the back of the house, and we literally just like brought out the massive bong, grabbed some water from the kitchen, and like called everybody that needed to be there into the room. You know what I mean? But like as discreetly as possible, so it didn't turn into like, oh, can I hit that? 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 And just like go away, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, we barriered off the doorway in this party. Got everything from the closet and started stacking bins in the doorway.
What the fuck?
So we could all just sit there and hit this massive bong and like chill at this party.
You
know what
you
I
like
mean?
blocked it off. You're like, surely we can keep them from seeing.
Yeah, like we're just gonna barricade everybody out. Like you can't break through this.
Jesus.
You know
cops
what I mean?
cops can't shut down a party they can't get
And
into.
Fuck 12.
obviously they're chasing on the other side with the cops.
Oh my god.
But
They're like, yo,
either way,
lit it up, bro.
I was gonna say, a homie got there was a doll in the closet, man, like a baby doll, and we took the head and we put it on the bung,
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something
and
else.
then like, no, and then we
Wow.
found a mortar and pestle, and we tried to use it as a bat, and then when we swung it, the pestle or the mortar, whichever one is the one that's the stick in your hand,
The pestle.
the pestle, yeah, the stone like flew off and like hit the fan.
What the fuck?
What? That's so specific.
This is no like not our house. This is what we're up to.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Like later
Take
on,
it
man,
away.
my homie, like we leave the circle, the homie's in the kitchen, getting beer, right? And I'm telling him to like give me some beer, and he's giving me the like, nah, I ain't giving you kid shit. I ain't giving you kid shit. And I'm like, all right, come on, give me some beer. And he just won't. So I start like grabbing chips out of this bag next to me, crunching them up, and then throwing them at him across the room and across like the entire like everybody in the room like was a victim to that. Right. So I kept doing it, and this guy was getting kind of salty. Grabs a beer I want, shakes it up, right, and then throws it at me like a baseball player.
Like full on,
Jesus.
like lift the leg,
I
like stare you down beforehand, lift the leg up,
yeah,
crank
yeah,
it, and
yeah,
throw
yeah,
it.
like literally, right. So I duck, and it hits the wall and puts a dent in this wall.
Oh my god! Did it not shatter? It didn't.
Nah, dude, because it was
Oh, it was a
like he
can.
shook it up, so it was pressurized and like hit the can, like the side of the can,
Oh, the can.
or like
I
the
thought it was
bottom
like a
corner.
glass,
Gotcha.
like a glass bottle. I was like, oh my god.
Nah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I thought it was. I thought there was gonna be a build up, like, and then, bro, we threw down, like.
Nah,
It was the
you-
fight of the
No,
century.
we just fucking laugh like fuckheads.
We fought
Like,
to
then I
the
went
death.
upstairs and begged his mom.
At our high school, if you threw a party, your house was gonna get destroyed. I had that. Found that the hard way.
Oh really?
Yeah, Gas, this may or may not have been a house party that you threw. But like you threw it there for like the whole week.
Oh, so that happened at my grandparents' house. Huh?
Ah, Gigi.
That's a
And
great. I mean, there's just too many to like. I could talk to you for a day about what happened that whole week, but like, yeah, there's just too much shit to go on, man.
so what are you guys doing
Yeah,
for
man.
the next
Alcohol.
24 hours?
Jesus.
Drinking is the real danger. We were just being
That is.
fuckheads.
That is. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, let me just tell you some of the damages. Okay, Ty, this guy that is the tallest motherfucker in our grade, just starts like grabbing Cheetos and starts putting them on top of all my ceiling fans while they're turned off, right? And he's waiting, for like when the room gets too smoky for me to like turn the fans on, to like, blow this. And it just turned into a
Jesus.
tornado. And I just remember that motherfucker just getting up and saying, "Yes, my mission has been complete."
Oh
And I'm
my
just sitting
god.
there just like, God damn it. And I just handed him a broom and was like, "You sweep that shit up right now." And then there was another time when I forget Connor or something. He was gonna go home with Barry, but Barry and I were smoking, and Barry was like, "Nah, dude, we just loaded up a fresh bowl. We're gonna sit here for 30 minutes." And Connor got mad because apparently he had to go home, and his dad was mad at him, and Barry was his ride. So he got mad, didn't even think about it, turns around and punches the wall and makes a hole in it. And then I go, "Did you just?" And I put the bong down and I get up into his face and I grab his face with the palm of my hand and I shove it into the wall, turn him around. So I'm holding the back of his head now and I pick him up by the britches. And I said, "I don't care how the fuck you get home. You get the fuck out of my house."
Jesus.
But yeah, people were putting root beer in the oven. People were putting. You do not host a party at my high school.
Yes, dude.
Dude, people were going crazy. I got
God.
my car stolen one of those nights.
Dude, I was gonna say
Jeez.
something about that.
Dude, I
Wait,
freaked out. But
you got
thank
your car
God one
stolen?
of my friends. Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
some
his car
guy.
got stolen.
Someone grabbed yanked my keys.
Oh, I was like, they hotwired your car and stole
No,
that
they
shit?
yanked my keys because I had them in a room, and then there was no boundaries. Everyone was going into like my grandparents' bedroom and shit. Like they stole so many of my grandparents' jackets and shit like that because they were wearing them while they were drunk, and then just walked out with them. And then like,
yeah.
I shit you not, that was a month before that song that was like, "I wear your granddad's clothes."
Oh,
Like,
thrift shop.
before it dropped. Once it dropped, and any girl like that like posted it on Twitter, like, "I love this song." I was like, "No more like y'all all did that shit at my party last night. I want my clothes back. I owe my grandpa $400."
There's just threads of Gaston posting on all these girls.
Like, "Give me
things.
back my goddamn."
I want my
The
coat.
girls that were at the party, at least.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there was it was during the Thanksgiving weekend, so I decided, let's do. I'm gonna do the weekend before Thanksgiving week that we have off. We're gonna do the whole week, and then the weekend after, because my grandparents
Yeah.
are out of town for a whole 3 weeks, so I have time to prepare, host it, and clean up. And then Thanksgiving rolls around, and I was flat out of money. I had no more funds to do beer or anything, and then I get a call from can't remember who, but they were like, "Hey, where you at, man?" "What do you mean? I'm at home." And they're like, "Well, what do you mean? I thought you were having another party." I was like, "Dude, I have money. There's." He's like, "Dude, we all pitched in. We got like a keg and everything. Get your ass over here." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Dude," he sent me a video and like there was like already people lined up in my grandparents' neighborhood ready for me to get there. And I was like, what the fuck? People were playing beer pong in the yard and all that good stuff.
Jesus.
I did it up good.
See,
Never do it again though.
when I was in high school, like when people would say that they would have a party, it like wasn't even a party. It was more like a couple of people come out, they all talk for a little bit, they hang out, and like there wasn't
maybe drink a little, maybe
not
drink a
even,
little.
dude. Like yeah, drink some root beer. Like
Whoa.
Yay.
We
it
call
was.
that a kickback.
It wasn't until I got to college that I was like, yo,
Nah,
this
dude.
is a party.
Not
dude.
even kickback is like at least 20 people.
Yeah, like
Or you're chiefing with a kickback. That's all I'm saying. But nah, like every party like always contained alcohol. Hell, like we would go to like the dirty east side to get alcohol after school, like in our uniforms. And we're like wearing dress codes, so we stand out. You know what I mean? In like the hood, but they would sell us beer at like 3:30 in the afternoon.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, our parties weren't as cool. It wasn't until we got older, which is kind of lame because then it defeats the purpose. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was always pretty lame. But I mean,
One bad experience I had, I'll say the last thing. The bad experience I had was I was at a party in an apartment. They were getting too loud, and everyone was like, apparently, like a couple people were underage drinking, and so the cops showed up, right?
mhm.
And they were knocking on the door, and I shit you not, these jackals, the two assholes, it was like these people I worked with at a restaurant party. They were gonna sell me out because I had an ounce of weed in my backpack because I was selling people some weed there, and they were like, hey, you gotta go out. You gotta leave, man. You gotta leave. And I'm like, what do you mean leave? They're standing right there. They're gonna check my backpack for sure. They're like, well, flush it down the toilet then. I'm like, fuck you. I jumped out the window.
Oh,
It was only on the second story. It wasn't that far.
This fucking
This man's like-
knee breaking sound.
surely if
Only
Tom
that
Cruise
way.
can do it.
And then the next day at work, I was like, fuck out of here. They were all like, hey, can I get some? I was like, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
I don't associate
rat
with
me
your
out.
friend.
Hell no.
I'm done now.
I remember one party you went to, Shane. It was outside and they had all these kegs. I remember seeing it on your story on your Snapchat, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
I remember texting.
It was like last year. wasn't
Yeah, I remember
Was it last
texting
year?
you, and you were like, dude, I am
Yeah.
so fucked right now.
it? Jackson
Oh
was
my God.
I think that was when Jackson was out. Somebody was with us. Yeah, I remember that party.
Some dude got laid in the back of the car for the first time.
Oh,
like-
those. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that was like 2 or 3 years ago. I was in high school then. That was
that was something.
I remember that party. Yeah, the dude got laid in the back of the car. That was pretty funny.
I remember you
That was
telling me
hilarious.
about that when we took one of those trips to the lake house.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that party. I'm trying to remember. Jackson actually was pretty faded. He was cross faded, and he went through a doorway and a dude bumped into him, and dude was like, "Oh, sorry, my bad." Like turned to his side, and they both kind of walked through the doorway. And then I was there. I'd already walked through the doorway because Jackson was walking behind me, and Jackson was like, "Dude, what?" I was like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "The dude just walked through me." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "No, he walked through me." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He phased through me or something like that. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
What kind of shit are you on?
He was like, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna need to hit up whatever you had. I don't know if you smoked, ate something. I don't know, but whatever it was, I'm gonna need to hook up because that's some good shit." So yeah, he was pretty zooted for the rest of the night.
Zooted.
Dude, that's a good one.
I mean, okay. Well, I mean, I guess that kind of gives a little some. I mean, I feel like it would be interesting if all of us got together, minus David, because you're a child.
Hey, bro, listen here. Yo, dead ass. If I had a car and I had money and I had my license, I'd pull up.
I was about to say you should start with that if you had your license.
See, because
But I mean, then again, it'd be a bunch of grown ass adults hanging out with like a 3-year-old.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
if Mr. David's dad, Mr. Zombie Slayer, if you're
Sure,
okay
no
with
Zombie
if you're okay if you're okay with your child to come smoke with the good boys, we will take good care of him.
Don't worry,
Hold
none
on.
of that.
I'm being framed. I'm being
None of that Mexican,
framed.
none of that Mexican brick stuff. We got the good, man. We got the good.
No.
This is a frame
home-
new.
Nah, dude, but like I feel like it would be interesting to see like how everyone would react to one another, like meeting up and then smoking.
I feel like all of you would be
you're
cool about
definitely
it.
the
Person.
party.
They're like, eh.
It
But-
would greatly also like depend on which one what we did, because a lot of us would either pass out or some of us would get all giggly.
Well,
It really depends.
I can sort of say that I've smoked, but it wasn't on purpose. Like,
I know. Shut up.
I hit a dab pen, but I didn't know it was a dab pen. I thought it was just a vape. Like
I was framed. You see, I was framed.
I did, dude.
Like a vape too. He hit it like a vape.
I did.
Bro, it's not mango. What the fuck, bro?
Yeah, dude. Why is this not strawberry?
Pebbles.
Was this the one that I was there?
Yes, it was at what's his face's house. I don't know if I want to say it on the podcast.
Okay,
but-
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I actually just saw videos from that the other night. Like I was scrolling through my Instagram on my Snapchat stories, and you walked around the kitchen, like you walked and then you went back around and then came back through the kitchen the same way, but you like leaned back further, and you kept doing it, and you were leaning further back. And the thrower of the party was there, and you like slapped his ass when you walked by as you were like doing the limbo across the kitchen. And I was like, oh, you're so zooted.
You're so cringe.
Nah, dude, it hurt like a motherfucker though. Like they just handed it to me, assuming I knew. I was like, boy, I didn't know this. Like, what are you talking about?
So your instant reaction was that gravity was gonna bend you backward?
No, that was just me after having a
Oh,
few
so you're
drinks.
bent over backwards
like it
now.
bent
Oh, that's
forward, more like.
crazy.
I'm over here straight leaning.
I was straight
Pushing
booming.
that fucking back.
That's what they refer to in these rap lyrics.
Nah, but that was like the only experience I had. But like I wanted.
And these hippity hops.
I was always one of those people that like my parents growing up, they kind of gave me like tastes of alcohol and stuff. So I didn't when I got older, I didn't abuse it. You know, like I wasn't like, oh, this is like special. Like I was just like, I've done
That
this.
didn't help me at all. I definitely abused it.
So, but like,
They started your addiction.
but like my
Right.
Oh, dude, no,
I want more.
my family's always had like addiction problems, so I was like, I don't know if I want to try this yet. So I never did stuff until I thought that I could handle it. And so I'm kind of at a point where I'm like, you know what, I kind of want to try smoking, just like to see like how it feels to be high and stuff like that. So
Yeah, bro.
So
You know what we should do is we're gonna link, and I'm gonna pull up with some THCA crystals,
yeah,
and we're going on a trip to Mars.
bro, I heard that watching.
Going
I
on a
heard-
trip
rocket ship.
in our little rocket ship.
I heard that watching like Inception while high fucks you up. The one with,
I watched Doctor Strange baked.
oh my god, that would be.
God.
Oh
was
no,
good.
Dude, what
oh,
if you
no.
I
watch that
also
wherever
watched
your
Dragon Ball
head's
Z.
at?
I also
Alex,
watched the new
remember
Dragon
when we
Ball
went to
Z
go
with
see,
Gaston on LSD.
Yes, I was just about to say that, dude. All right, no, yeah, we went to
Yeah.
go see the DBZ Super Broly, and we were all baked out of our minds, dude.
Jesus.
Took a couple tabs of LSD.
Speaking of,
It was rowdy.
isn't Dragon Ball Z an anime, right? Or is it just
No, but there
Oh.
was they had a Dragon Ball Super, which is the anime, I guess, predecessor, and they had a movie that you could go to the theaters for like a limited time.
Oh, so wouldn't you say that Pokemon is anime then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
it
I mean,
is.
since we're on the topic of Pokemon, I heard there was a Pokemon DLC coming out.
nice little,
Little
nice
segue?
little
Segue, yeah.
buddy.
you get better at it.
All right.
Look at you.
Nah, but I mean, I know that you and Gaston and Eli, you guys wanted to talk about the DLC. So I don't know anything about it. I don't play Pokemon, so I figured you two could pout it out for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, would you like to take the reins there, Eli?
It's all you, Doug. I believe in you.
Is this for the
You believe
Switch
in
or is it coming
It's
out
for
on
the
Nintendo DSs and stuff?
It's for the
Does
Switch
the
only.
DS even exist?
I think they came out with a new one not too long ago,
It-
right?
it-
Questions on.
The
It
DS,
does,
they
but
don't
it's
even
being-
support it anymore, do they?
Certain games, I
Yikes.
think, but like,
Just certain ones.
and probably more in Japan than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their moneymaker over there. They have like a handheld gaming community, like they're more
Got
inclined to do
it.
that because they do commutes and stuff like that and all these traveling.
Got it.
But yeah, it's for the Switch. It's technically the second. What everyone wants to like the second one to come out on it, but the first one was Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but that was like based on the mobile game, like with the catching mechanics where you literally like spin the Pokeball and flick it. There's no ball like battling and involved in all that stuff. So
Hold on, did you just
it's
say?
kind of lackluster.
Did you just say it was called Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu Eat Me? What?
Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go
I mean,
Eevee.
if I'm Pikachu,
Oh.
that's a little.
I was like,
concerning, buddy.
wow.
Because in the
okay.
Pokemon universe, it's classic for them to always do two versions, like red and blue, gold.
Oh,
and
the
silver. So they did
the
Let's
platinum
Go
and
Pikachu,
whatever.
and then the other
yeah.
one. Exactly. So-
Gotcha.
But this one was actually people have been waiting for it because we wanted an old school competitive Pokemon game where like you start out exactly how it always is. It's a new story, at least. Thank God there's no more damn rehashes because the last one was a rehash of the first generation. So it's like, yeah, that's a bit nostalgic, but at the end of the day, I've played that already. Give me something new to do. And it was pretty good. They delivered on it. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. I had about like 70 hours on it. And
I think
maybe
you
a
have more
little
than
more.
70 gas, and I was in
Most
at
likely,
least
'cause
over
what-
100.
right, we both got over 100 when we did the breeding because me and Eli, you see, we're not the average trainers. We're a little bit of the nerd stats,
They're the
tryhards.
Pokemanners.
Yup. And it was pretty fun. Like I liked it because this time I could play a Pokemon game with my friends, like so Eli and Jax, like they were both playing it with me at the same time. So kind of like geek out about it at the same time. So it was kind of reminded me of that. That's what I really enjoyed about Pokemon was playing it with my friends. Just being like, oh, look at that one, or I beat you, haha.
I gotcha.
Mm.
But so has that come out or?
No, the new DLC has not come out yet. Sorry, I went to get to the meat and potatoes of this, but yeah, no, the game's been out for how long did you say?
Like a year?
Eli.
About like 2 or 3 months, I'd say.
Oh
Yeah,
wow,
I
I
was
was
gonna
way
say,
off.
It
Yeah,
hadn't
it's
been
still
out. It
pretty
hadn't
new.
been out for too long, but the DLC's not scheduled to come out until like later on summer or
I
something
don't-
like that in March.
I don't know if there's
Something like
actually well, it sounds like that'd be something cool to look forward to. I was gonna say like I was just thinking about it. Like I don't think there's really anything in video games that I'm really looking forward to coming
Lego
out.
Star Wars.
I lied. There is one thing.
I
Lego
lied.
Star Wars. Lego Star Wars is gonna be the game of the year. No cap, no contest. Doesn't even matter if Black Ops 2 gets remastered. Lego Star Wars all the way. I'm
I
gonna
don't know about that
listen.
one.
All right. As long as when they do episode 3 for the first mission, you have to be able to go over that Star Destroyer and be able to hit those little turrets that give you coins, crash, keep doing it to get points, get all the coins. Did nobody do that? That was like the
No.
best exploit that I had back then.
I didn't exploit Lego games. Sorry.
I did,
Oh,
boy.
That's really aggressive.
Eli not
Boy,
exploiting
yeah, that is
something,
really
that's a
aggressive.
treat.
Yeah,
I bet Ryan Sepperson put in the fucking red brick codes or something.
I do. Listen,
Jesus.
the Lego Star Wars, that I would say honestly, the complete saga is kind of a classic, in a way.
I did.
I
Yeah.
have it on my 360.
I have it on my phone and I love it. I go back and play it all the
I have
time.
it on DS. I have
Yeah.
the DS version.
Oh
have it on the
my
GameCube.
god!
You still have a GameCube? Damn.
Hell
Stop
yeah, dude! I
flexing,
play that
zombie,
thing
damn.
almost. Play that every now and again. I play Dragon Ball Z Sagas because that's my game right there.
Okay, I see you.
That was a good game.
Oh my god.
I mean, granted, I have to
sorry,
replay the story
stop.
every time because I don't have a memory stick for it. So
Oh, there that one is.
Okay, I feel you. I see you. I mean, I don't. But yeah, I don't see anything else that I'm like, I want to play that. Unless you, I don't know if you guys do or not, but
Well, Alex turned me on to the best game ever that I never played
Animal Crossing?
ever.
Huh.
Yeah.
Come on, get. Come on,
Come on,
get.
man.
You can have a communist
No,
island,
it was
bro.
like he was like,
Poker.
"Hey, I heard you're getting a beefy PC. You should check this." I mean, even before that, he was like, "I want us all to play this." PC. I just remember like, yeah, I looked at it and I didn't really like pay attention like much. Like I didn't know who to look at, what video or anything. But then after a while, I was like, I might as well research this if I do want to get it. And then I just got blown the
What is
hell
it?
away.
Uno.
Are you ready for it? It is
Miss Monopoly.
Star Citizen.
Pornhub the game. VR
No.
experience.
Ryan, do you have a porn addiction? I'm curious.
I think
yeah,
he
I'm
does.
curious now.
I'm surprised you're not asking me that question.
Actually, psych. This is an intervention.
Psych.
Oh,
Lock the door.
Yeah.
That's
No
surrounded by
more,
people who
step
care.
brother.
that's
Oh.
the
getting step bro.
that's
Dude,
the
when you did that in the chat, I laughed ass off, bro.
One.
Awkward silence.
Yo,
Yeah.
what happened? All right, can we get a,
All right.
can we get a seg?
way. All right, so
I thought we were done with that. I know.
Oh.
we are never
thought
done.
we were
We are
ready.
never done with that. I don't know. I mean, I don't really have anything to talk about other than just how much I love you guys. You guys are just
Mildly humble.
Oh.
Yeah, we can
You guys
definitely
wanna-
we definitely need a group hug.
Hey,
I
speaking
feel
of
like-
We're gonna get faded and we're gonna do
Group
a group hug.
But, like,
Yeah.
like clothes are optional.
These
Yeah.
are my
like,
life goals.
in the shower.
In the shower?
The
For a
Crocs
more
stay
of a
on, though.
bonding experience, we're probably gonna want to go like without
Boxers?
clothes.
Like boxers only, something
No,
like that.
no, briefs.
Jockstraps only.
I was thinking more like
shit.
tidy whities, or
Can't
like
we just go how the Greeks used to do and just au natural?
Oh, for real.
Bro.
Greeks used to work out naked.
Bro.
Gymnasium.
They would
Toga-
wrestle naked.
toga party, and then we'll just get faded, and
Yo.
if they slip off, they
We'll do
slip off.
happy
You know what I'm saying?
tapioca.
Tapioca.
David.
Hey, speaking of porn, I saw this really funny comment, and it was like I think the thing was like it was a hot dog salesman or like something like that, and the chick just ends up freaking him.
Whoa.
And one of the comments is just straight up, "I'm sorry, but did I hear that hot dog is $6 and the fries are $5? Forget this video; those prices are insane."
Every fucking anime convention ever. Fuck that.
And then this other one really got me. It was a thumbnail and it said "Too hot, invisible, silent lesbians fucking on the floor." It's just a picture of the floor.
You know what? Actually, would you
Bro, what?
would you guys be down to go to a convention, like a
God.
Comic-Con or anime or something like that?
Not
Like
the
PAX,
Pornhub
like
Expo.
That's going down right now.
Yeah, like PAX.
They should do that, so I don't have to go anywhere.
Can't we just go to the Play Haters Ball?
No,
For
dude.
what?
Like, I would love to go to like one of my bucket list things is to go to Comic-Con one time.
Okay,
I've been to
I mean,
Anime
let's do
Expo.
that. But then, like on the way, can we go to Epstein's Island?
Hell yeah.
Right on, dude.
Road trip.
Oh my god. Nah, but I would love to do something like that. I think that'd be awesome.
Same.
But you know,
We can play airsoft sometime.
I know.
Yeah.
I got some new gear that
Well,
I'm pretty happy
Ryan told me
about.
it's so wrecked, Alex.
Well,
Come on.
aren't you selling your gun now?
I have two.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh, he said he has two strap.
I've told you I
one
had
for
two
each
before.
leg.
If only you paid attention.
You don't love me.
I thought
Yep.
that was pretty evident.
Yup. Yup. I don't like you.
Yeah.
Yup.
I gotta honestly clean out some of my old airsoft guns. It's like I'm
Yeah,
not gonna fix them. Don't want to spend the money to fix them, or
It's-
like
If you
Get a
don't
new
play
one.
enough, it's not worth like putting the money in to fix it. It's just like you play
Yeah.
it. I mean,
but for-
realistically, you could just go to the field with all of your gear, bring magazines and shit, and then just rent a gun. I mean,
yeah. But
realistically,
I don't know. Renting a gun. Rental guns are boo boo.
they are
They are
boo-boos.
Like-
so boo-boo.
Like all the places that we've had to play down here, we just got an indoor place like 2 years ago, and it's the first one in the city.
I'm kind
Other
of
than that, you would have to drive like 45 minutes out of town to play in like the South Texas woods, which means all the trees are pointy and all the shrubs are pointy.
yikes. See, I'm
Oh.
I'm afraid to do indoor just yet because I don't have a helmet. I play with a boonie since I've played outside, like
Yeah.
forever. Like I don't want to like turn a corner and have some kid just like shoot like 7 shots right into my face. You know, like I feel like I need
semi-auto only, but
Have someone with a
Oh,
scorpion
like
arrow
like
select
like
you up.
like that video of that guy. He's like, no, semi-auto. That's not full auto. This is. He's like, oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, just quietly walking around with a dual selector gearbox.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh God.
I would not do it. I could not do it.
Literally just a hose of BBs at like 300 FPS.
Well, I just got a GoPro for Christmas. I wanted to try and get I don't know, maybe I would come down to Texas because I know you two are there. So
Some places in Houston, like I would make drives to like the surrounding cities. There's places I want to play at. There's a better spot in Houston.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Big.
I mean, I'd be
Talking about
down
that big
to
one, right?
to drive or fly down, just bring a GoPro and then go get some footage from the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
You feel me?
You feel me?
I'll drive.
But I don't know. Do we really have any other topics? I mean, we talked about.
Well,
Women's rights?
I guess
Going for a while.
Those
Uh,
damn liberals
that's
are
not-
at it again.
So
Well,
we
the last
Oh,
thing I
yeah.
was gonna say about the Pokemon
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever.
for the DLC, this is the first time they've ever done that.
What is
So
that?
it's kind of it's a DLC.
A Pokey.
First time I've ever done
I thought you
DLC.
said-
Man,
I
it's
thought-
DLC.
Like
I thought-
usually when a
DLC.
Pokemon
Is
game
it for
comes
the
out,
game?
that's it, bro. Like,
Is it
like,
for the
that's
Switch?
It.
No,
it's like, yeah,
Ryan,
like,
it's
they'll
for
come
the
out with,
Wii
like-
U.
I don't know these things, dude. I don't know
Bro,
anything
I'm
about
about to
Pokemon.
slap you
bad.
so fucking silly.
Ryan's over here. So wait, is this DLC? So is this Pokemon on Is it on Dreamcast? Is it like?
Is it on like SD or is it like in the internal?
Dude, Ryan's the old
memory?
man that says
I'm not sure.
Pokemans.
Pokemans.
Pokemans?
Gotta catch 'em all.
Hey, I have this Pokemon. It's called Anjanath. What is this?
Oh Jesus.
I don't
I have this
understand.
Pokemon called Blue
obscure
Eyes
monster.
White Dragon.
There's a Pokemon
I'm
called.
sending you to the Shadow Realm.
It's
dude.
called.
Who's that
Squir-
Pokemon? It's Pikachu. It's Clefairy. Fuck. That shit made me laugh so hard. I saw.
There's some great memes that have just died because of
Yeah.
social media. It's pretty
It's just
upsetting.
because the passage of time is.
It is sad. Okay, well, I mean, if we don't really have anything else, I mean, we can just end it out here. I mean, we've been going for a little over 40 minutes, I think.
Oh
Damn.
my.
About like
Yeah, my COD finally updated.
Hey!
I'm still installing
Hey.
multiplayer pack 2 after installing
Same.
13 gigabytes.
I don't see that one.
Another 13? What is that? Wow.
That's-
13 plus 13. Wow, man.
we got
It's pretty-
3 hours on 4 gigs right now.
26 gigs.
Oh
I
my
got
god.
an hour
Wait,
on
let's see
8
how much
gigs.
space this. Can I even call it a game anymore? This behemoth takes up on my
This
400 gig PlayStation.
Everyone's
Probably
still.
I might just have to pull an
Oh my
Austin
God.
and just get a whole different hard drive just for COD.
I have an external, so
Don't ever forget the
Ooh,
copy
look
to
at
that hoe.
Mr. Moneybags over there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Moneybag.
4 terabyte hard drive, gang. Ha.
Mr. Oil Rig Trust Funds freaking inheritance over
real
here.
talk though. I
Friggin'
got to get
bureaucrat.
that back button thing for the controller that came out.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Nick already got it. Eli.
Jesus Christ, fucking dad.
How does that even work?
You can
It's
program it to be different buttons, and that way you can press
and it has a
there.
touchscreen.
Wait, is the podcast still going?
Yes.
Yep.
This is the uncut. This is legit.
Yeah,
These
it's
are the
just
bonus
ended.
features.
The shit post.
This is the actual good stuff because it's not scripted.
It's after
//
hours.
shit post.
This is the after hours.
For extends in the corner of Pornhub.
God, those viewers, man, I hate
Doctors
those
hate
goddamn viewers, those stupid motherfuckers.
Did people actually watch?
5 minutes playing this game.
I only need 3 anyways.
He can do it in 2.
Deal.
2, take it or leave it.
What? Like they're trying to choke me to not say anymore.
Oh shit. All right. Well, I
Damn
guess
it, Captain, shut up.
25 seconds.
no more.
That was probably true.
All right, we're good. All right, cool. All right, guys.
It's the podcast.
All right. Thank you guys for watching the Delinquents podcast. We appreciate it, and I guess we'll see you on the next one. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Adios.